Ooh, look at all that pink headed to the Gulf of Mexico. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at the start of every month, I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. If that doesn't go very well, then I do one in the middle of the month. And it's the 15th, and so I've only got $214 left to raise. If you would love to contribute, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a CashApp, a Patron, a whole lot of love for you, and I plan to work my tookus off in June and through the rest of the summer and the rest of the year. Okay, great. The heat is on. The heat is on. Oh, yeah. So we're getting a giant heat wave that is be hitting the west coast of the United States of America now and in the near future. We're talking like 106-degree new all-time highest June temperature record in Salt Lake City. And so, like, if you are hiking in Utah now, be sure to hydrate, stay smart, stay cool, and let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how much you want to hug me right now. Wait, what? Today, severe weather-wise, we are watching out for some turbulent storms in North Carolina and South Carolina. The day after tomorrow, the troublesome weather is more to the north and the central USA. And a whole lot of attention is on the Gulf of Mexico right now because we are expecting a depression, a tropical storm, or a hurricane to make landfall and bring a whole lot of rain to the Gulf of Mexico. We're talking possibly Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida on about the 19th. And if I'm correct, the thing we were watching is this one right here. Although maybe it's this one, but it's definitely not this one. They don't expect it to gather and probably get named until about Thursday. Most of the rain will be hitting on Saturday. Please remember that a lot of these areas are already super flooded or super floody, and they can't handle much more rain. And so wherever the depression, tropical storm, or hurricane goes is going to cause a lot of problems for people who don't want them or don't need them. Right now, the rain guesstimator is covering half of the foot of Louisiana, a large portion of Alabama and Mississippi, portions of Florida, and even into Georgia. But this could shift to the west or to the east because 5 days is like an eternity in 2021. Let's do our single model breakdown because I know you love it so much. And baby, I aim to please. The GFS has it coming in as like a tropical storm on the 19th with the low staying down here and most of the heavy moisture being pushed up into Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. The Euro continues to show like a double low feature, which is weird. But yeah, it would have it pushing into more of west into Texas and parts of Louisiana on the 19th. And then it would curve to the east on the 20th. The gem is like the easiest outcome, or it just comes in as a big splosh of rain around the 19th. The nav gem would take it into Texas, like South Texas, on the 19th as a tropical storm with a pretty good formation size. The icon makes it a tattered mess, pushing the rain into Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. And it is my guess right now that it will be a tropical storm, or after it gets past all the heavier wind shear, it could strengthen right before landfall, making it, just barely a Category 1 hurricane. We've seen it happen a lot last year. That could happen again this year. But I think rain is going to be the real issue here to worry about. Due to Mercury being retrograde, I'll repeat again, rain is probably going to be the big problem, and rain over flooded areas. This is your flooded areas, your flooded rivers, and this is your projected rain totals. Now, the rain totals will change, but a lot of models are making it a big, broad storm that will bring a lot of rain with it. All right, now let us get to general news and weather. Hundreds of Southwest flights canceled after 2 disruptions in 24 hours. Apparently, everybody's been having problems doing stuff. The stuff we used to master back in the day has become difficult these days. Hey, bro, do you have time for me to talk to you about an anomalous ridge over the Rockies with 500 HPA heights above 597? Damn! Will expand west as the trough lifts out to the northwest U.S. with forcing for rising geopotential height tendency in its wake. This will bring a brutal heat to much of the southwest U.S. with widespread over 110 highs, said Tomar Berg, and we're looking for this nasty thing to peak about 2 days ahead. 2 days from now, and then 2 days before the tropical storm makes landfall. And I keep making the non-funny joke that, hey, this feels like volcano weather. But hey, if you don't like the weather, just wait an hour, wait a day, or wait a week, and it will change. Michael Palmer, heat ridge gets squashed next week as trough sends pleasant cool shot down the plains and Midwest. Relief is on the way, but it's like a week away. Right now, the sun is showing us one sunspot, and Halo CME is letting us know we have a G1 storm due to fast solar wind from a negative polarity coronal hole. It is not easy to pinpoint the exact origin of this solar wind flow. That's what she said. But yes, odds continue to increase with Invest 92L and are now up to 40% in 48 hours and 80% in 5 days. A few limiting factors it will have to deal with include dry air, some wind shear, and just the overall broad nature of the storm. Okie dokie. But these areas will be over 80 degrees if my metric math is proper. Yeah, 28's 82. Then the water itself will be volcano rocket fuel. I'm sorry, hurricane rocket fuel. But, we'll have wind shear and dry air to compete, plus atmospheric defense team, prayer warriors, and just our general good luck. Shout out to Dave and everybody in Colorado. Hey, you guys had a record high at the Denver International Airport. Previous was 97 and 93. You broke that by 4 degrees. The big Biden-Putin Russia-America summit is happening tomorrow. I wish everybody the best of luck and hope that everybody will get along, because definitely in a hot summer, we are all going to have to stay cool. And if you want civilization to continue to be standing at some level, Russia, China, and America, and the rest of all the countries are really going to have to work together. Anywho, 2 Russian Tu-160s and 4 flankers intercepted by Italian F-35s, Danish F-16s, and Swedish Gripens over the Baltic. They're probably just saying hello and playing a little foosball in the air. Can jets play foosball? That joke went nowhere. Texans have been asked to conserve power because our power grid is really wonky and crappy. Jake Karsten's pulling out the really cool radar candy. Look at that. Man, yeah. Mother Nature. She's very exciting. She's very interesting. And technically, you never really know what she's going to do next. Death Valley could get potentially deadly, as Jesse Farrell says. We could get up to 126 degrees tomorrow, and the highest ever was 130 degrees, and the June record is 128. So, yeah, look for records heat-wise to be shattered. And yeah, I think the heat may peak on Thursday. Texas is dealing with it as well. Texas is getting brutal heat, says the stalwart. But there's still a substantial amount of power generation online. Exciting stuff. Drought conditions definitely look like volcano weather. There was reportedly 120 in Angleton today. I don't know if anyone verified that, but we definitely have multiple areas to watch. With 1, 2, this is headed towards possibly the North Pole. Okay, I didn't say that correctly. Dang you, Mercury retrograde. And then we've got 2 areas out in the Pacific. Ian Livingston of Team Jet Weirding, man, I miss cranky weather guy, had a hunch, and yeah, he was right. Lightning struck the Washington Monument during intense storms Monday. What mission could detect oceans at Uranus's moons? Make up your own joke here. Hey, more people are talking about Uranus more these days. Man, this looks like a science fiction gun, but it's real. It's reality for our dystopian future that is now, or whatever. It's a pretty cool looking gun, huh? Can you guess what it is? Evergreen letting us know it's the intel that the Belgium security are openly carrying these Skywall 100 anti-drone devices like the one pictured here. You got to know, with all the world's leaders meeting, including Putin and Biden, they're going to have pretty tight security. But yeah, I'll be paying attention, doing my best to watch a lot of the model runs and get a sense of exactly where this thing is going. I still think it'll probably head towards Louisiana. I could be wrong, though. A lot of models are showing it head towards Texas. Either way, everybody along the coast should be prepared. Remember, hurricane season's just getting started. How about an Iceland volcano update? The eruption continues to produce lava flows at constant pace, which gradually both enlarge and thicken the expanding lava flow field. That's interesting. Just want to say again, some models have this coming in as a very big storm, which would mean a lot of rain. Nav Hazard wants us to know that we're getting closer to the alien part of June. I am more of a Valiant Thor, Venus Viking, fan as opposed to the Martians, but, you do you. This is a top-down look at the chemical fire in Illinois yesterday. Reiterate again so everybody understands. Yep, there's definitely a big heat wave coming in the middle of June, probably peaking out on Thursday. Pennsylvania got soaked with wetness and water yesterday as heavy downpours and strong winds whipped to the East Coast. ERCOT vows to investigate early summer power plant breakdown, and apparently they've hired O.J. Simpson to help them solve the case. If you want a spaghetti model look at that 92L for the 19th, here you go. But don't let life get you down, man. Look at this. That is a really bad sinkhole look. You know what I'm saying? Definitely bad sinkhole look. I hope that guy was insured. I definitely hope he wasn't in the car. Although the lights are on. That's kind of creepy. Tropical Storm Bill was in the Atlantic. Europe and France going to have some temperature fights on the way. Here's another look at the Illinois fire from yesterday. It was quite a doozy. I hope no one was injured. But yeah, get ready for a crazier summer. Remember, people are more apt to lose their temper, and kind of lose their mind when it's hotter. So staying cool seems like good advice. This is the June 14th Volcano de Fuego eruption in Guatemala. So now the Mexico and Guatemalan volcanoes are getting active again as the heat wave sweeps around. Definitely be on the lookout for wildfires and craziness around the 17th. And then we got the tropical storm thingy coming in on the 19th. I got a feeling the last 2 weeks of January are going to be kind of wild. So please be prepared and stay cool as best as you can. I'll be here for you every step of the way, although I've been under the weather kind of the last 2 days. But hey, if you'd like to contribute to help me get to my June goal, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a CashApp, a Patron, and a whole lot of love for you. Only $214 left to raise. Thank you again to everybody in Asteroid Fight Club, especially Dave of Fountains by Design, Rachel, Darlene, Nancy, Catherine, Rhonda, Barbara, Molly, Al, Benjamin, the Texas Angel, JL, Timothy, Andrea, Alexis, Lauren, Richard, Arnica, Glenda, Scott, Lightsoul, Dan, Marlita, Daryl, Brian, Max, KJ, Ann, Andrea, Juan, Melissa, Captain Late Night, Unknown, Jocelyn, Melissa, Angel, Charles, and Randy. You guys are incredible, super, and I super appreciate y'all. And so, of course, we will be on volcano and earthquake high alert to the month. We've still got all the gas giants on the same side, and things still seem kind of crazy. But, hey, I'll do my best to give you guys the best information possible. All right, have a great night. I'll talk to y'all in the near future. God bless everyone.